Hello and welcome, as it is the 20th day of December 2017. My name is Derek. Everything you do, always within your own risk, own reward. I'm going to continue on within what I was talking about last night on both the SegWit 2X as well as Litecoin, at least the trading of the Litecoin base market. The information I had received came from an email, yobit.net, stating that they were trading futures on their exchange, and that the coins will be added to the balances on a 1-to-1 ratio on December the 28th. So this was telling me, oh, it's live again. I checked the link to it, which it was shown yesterday. And I also checked news articles. Now, whether this is all fake news, I am not too sure, but this is what was found. And we can see from News BTC, the old talking about the fork anyway, but SegWit 2X revival will happen soon, Bitcoin Network News. And then on financemagnets.com, the ultimate comeback, Bitcoin SegWit 2X fork scheduled. And well, the information has came out. So whether that website that was shown yesterday is a real one or not, I would usually think so, but you never know. Basically, this is all I know is what I'm showing. And therefore, let's move on. And this is what a short-term chart looks like, or a screenshot I captured earlier this morning of Ethereum Classic crossed with Litecoin. And for several episodes, I have talked about the Litecoin trading strategy, and I think it was mainly talked about in my 2018 Litecoin, trading strategy video, actually. So I'm kind of, when I get comments like, oh, what's this all about, this Litecoin thing? The way I look at it, if you're watching videos, something you're not too familiar with, it's easy to search. I gave out the address, of course, Cryptopia. It's the only place I know where it's actually decent enough to trade the Litecoin exchange. After all, this even smaller exchanges, all you can really do is trade the big ones, which Ethereum Classic being one of them. But I got crosses with, I'm just trying to think of the number in my head now, 50 plus different codes against Litecoin. So anyway, I put the buy orders in, sell orders in, and I just go from there. It's really, really fun. Within this chart, you can see the obvious period, which is in there. Whenever you can have your orders in to buy there, that can be very profitable. And there is only one way to do that. Only one way, and that is to have your buy orders in. If someone happens to sell it down, then so be it. I had two orders that got hit. I bought in at the 5 number, and I was the one who bought at the bottom, which on here states to be the 11-2 number. And whenever you're able to get it on one side or another like that, those are tremendous gains and profits that, of course, come into play. So when I get these alerts telling me, okay, you bought 9:01 p.m. yesterday at 0.05 and 0.0112, well, thank you very much. And then 2.5 hours later, my first sell order was in at 0.116099, and it sold. But profits galore playing the strategy. Because with any code, the way I look at it is you own tokens. You put a sell order in at assorted different spots. And then you can do the same thing with buy orders on different spots as well. And then when one comes into play, you're notified for such. And then you manage the situation. Therefore, if the first situation turns into be, say, okay, it comes down, that means a buy order comes in. Generally what I do is I'll delete every sell order, and then I will replace them again. Generally speaking, I'm going to be selling larger amounts. I might add one additional sell order. That depends on the situation. If I'm But yeah, so I end up, say, buying in here. I'll just change the situation a little bit. But let's just say something like this were to happen and I sell. What I'm looking to do, especially with this Litecoin exchange, with almost any code, including the big ones like Dash, Monero, and Bitcoin, and all the others, well, maybe not Bitcoin, but outside of Bitcoin, almost all the others, is looking to buy back for 50% off or better, or close to it. So if this sell order comes in at, say, 60,000 Satoshi, and I'm looking to buy back, and I'm looking to say this is where I want to buy, but the number is the most important thing. If, say, this is 27,500, sweet. So if I sold, say, 1,000 of whatever alternate coin here, I'm going to look to buy back about 1,800 here. That will give me very good Litecoin profit. And that will also give me the situation for even 60 and 1,700 back. But I'll buy less than double the amount, but significantly more than what I sold. That's the general strategy that I'm liking to play. Now let's just assume that I'm holding 3,000 of one random altcoin, and the current fair price is 0.0075 Litecoin Satoshi, or price of that, the number being anyway. And I own 3,000, so if I can sell in like lots of 5, that's what I usually like to do. There's a few codes that have lots of in higher numbers, and some only 2 or 3 or 4 lots if I don't own as many. So in a situation, I'm looking at this, where do I want to sell that if I sell, I can put a good buy order in at better than half off. For if I sell at 15, half off would be the current price at 75. And with the buy order already that I put in at 35, then I could easily put a buy order in around 60 after the sale. And then the incremental moves higher from the sell orders, 150, 250, about 450, 1,000, and then a much, much bigger one at the very end. And then the buy orders, you can see if the 35 comes in, I can immediately put a sell order in somewhere around the 75 or 80 number. Again, I'll probably delete all the bids and sell orders and just have 5 new sell orders. Probably if the 35 comes in, put a sell order in around 80, and then another one in and around 150, and then 250, 450, and then maybe 0.3 or something after that. And then, of course, a much, much lower buy order in. And I'm going to always have more sell orders than buy orders, because what else am I going to do with my tokens that I'm just going to leave back? I can only put so many buy orders in when I'm playing over 40 codes. And I can only have so many of my Litecoins in buy orders, because once they're there, I can no longer use it until I cancel that order. But that is generally how I would play almost any code within this mathematical kind of strategy. And I actually started writing a little bit, this is over the last couple of days, where I call it the 2018 Litecoin trading strategy. This is what I want to print out for a few people that I want to show live good strategies. And the goal, to make a shitload of money. How much is a shitload? Well, it's 100 to 1,000 times return on the dollar for 1 year's work. Not bad. Time required, very little, although extra work will bring higher and larger gains. And you have several periods a year where more work is required. And that's the situations when Litecoin goes way up or way down, and other miscellaneous volatile situations. Skill required, well, literacy in computers and math. That's really what it comes down to. And probability of success, I almost think it's guaranteed to gain several folds over within this play. Of course, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I think the chances are pretty darn near good. That's why I'm very excited to be implementing the strategy moving into 2018. Litecoin is probably going to do what Bitcoin did in 2017 and make superior gains. From late March into the early days of December, Bitcoin rose over 20 times. Do not be surprised if Litecoin does the same thing. There is no hodling here, as the plan is to keep buying and selling Litecoins for other coins. What other coins? Well, we'll get into that very soon, and I can quickly show you that. For the core codes, I got the following. And Bitcoin Cash, interestingly enough, with Coinbase, I withdrew my BCH out, and that was 3/4 of a day ago now, or so. I will never see them. They're gone. I do not have any idea what the transaction ID would be. But when I withdrew from Coinbase, and no email verification asking if I want to withdraw or not, which other exchanges offer, it did the withdrawal. When I click on the transaction details about it, I get a 404 web page. This page is not found. Find that very, very interesting. Maybe it'll come sometime. I didn't have many Bitcoin on Coinbase on August the 1st. I regretted actually having any because I knew I wasn't going to get some, and I'm surprised I did, although I guess I'm not going to now. But I had a little under 0.15 in there. And, well, that wasn't too much. But it would have been nice to have a nice little trade anyway. Bitcoin Cash among the core codes. I sold some of it last night on the exchange because the thing went way up. Trading Litecoin against Bitcoin, Dash, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Monero, Neo, NEM, Omi's Go, 10X, Verge, Extra Bytes, and ZEC. Sold some against ZEC today. I sold some against... I didn't sell Verge, I don't think. Artbyte, I sold some of that. That's my last trade, actually. I sold against Artbyte. But even other codes like ARC, Bitbean, CAN, DGB, EMC2, FactDom, Feathercoin, GRS, Komodo, OK Cash, Pillar, PivX, Potcoin, the United States dollar, Tether, and UBQ. And I could do thirdinary codes. Thirdinary? Well, secondary. Thirdinary? Well, there's about another 17, 18 codes not described because they were bottom end that I'm playing, or there's about 3 that I added today. And yes, so anyway, that's what I wanted to go over. So thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a great day. And yeah, by the way, this, going back to this in here, I'm thinking that the probability again is high, but I'm obviously going to be writing in here that it's very likely to have gains of great degrees. There's a chance you could have okay gains instead. There's also third-party risks that will come into play. And one of the things that I'm going to be talking about is always having your cryptocurrencies available in a base main account, a main bankroll spot, really. And that's what I think the hardware wallets do a very good job with. And for a few of these cases, a lot of these people that will be starting off will be doing so under my expense, or as Christmas gifts rather, and that will be an exciting part. So I realize that the risk on their end will be absolutely nothing, which will make it, I think, more exciting for them. And yes, so thank you for for watching. Bye bye.